So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to paint your radiator the way I do it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is the Novice Tech. Sunny California outside. We're in quarantine, and this is one of my days off that I have lately. It's I've been working a lot because I'm one of those essential workers. But anyways, so today I want to show you guys how I paint my PC radiator and how I cover the fins. So these fins right here. So you don't want to paint over these fins because it will not dissipate heat efficiently. So how do I do it? There's a couple ways that I do some of my builds. One way is I just paint right over the radiator. Another way is if I have a radiator that that have like this Thermatec, a very slick surface, what I would do is I would sand it down the sides with sandpaper. So basically you want to get, so there's a couple ways. You can either want to get the roughest one first and sand down, and then get the finer sandpaper, which is 320, 500 to 1,000, depends on what it want you, how smooth the finish you want it to be. But once you do that, then you can paint right over it, and the paint will stick. And then how I cover this fins, I'll show you guys how to do that too in this video. So let's get started. So first off, I'm just gonna cut a piece of sandpaper to have a good grip on it. So what I would do is, first you need to clean up all the dust first, give it a smooth surface, and then just start sanding. It's definitely much easier if you have a machine that can sand it, but if you don't have it, this is not the rich now. This is not the rich Novice Tech. So yeah, hey, there's a lot of things you can't afford. So you know what, you do what's the best you can do with the tools that you have, and sometimes that's all you need. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. Just need a lot of elbow grease. So just so you know, I had this radiator for what, 7 years. It's really old, so let's make it look new again. After this, it's gonna look like I just bought it from the store. All right, so you see this? Don't worry that you sand off most of the paint, you go down to the metal. It's okay, you're fine with that. Just sand it enough where there's a little grit to it, so that it can stick to, the paint can stick to it. The paint won't chip. You're just sanding down to it. There's one place that the paint did chip right here. What I did was I sand all the way down to where the paint's not peeling anymore, so it actually won't chip anymore. So yeah, I mean, you can be a perfectionist and sand it all the way down to the metal, which I'm not gonna do. That's gonna require a lot of work. And if you have a machine, then definitely do that. But I don't have a machine, so I'm not gonna waste a lot of time, because once you paint over it, the paint's gonna stick. So for the next step, how am I gonna cover this is, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get, this will require 2 sheets of paper, 8.5 by 11 paper. I would say use paper don't waste paper, don't use brand new one, just use one that's lying around the house. I have these lying around. So what I do is I measure it to that mark right there, and then next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm gonna go like this. See that? It's not in half. What I do next is I just shove it in. And there you go. That's the first part. And there you have it. So for these holes right here, what I would do is if you have those plugs, just plug it in here. If not, I would just use regular paper towel and just shove it in, because you don't want the paint to get inside. So any paper towel will work. Okay, and there you have it. Let's start painting. So I'm gonna use this Rust-Oleum. It's I don't know, it's a metallic finish, red. So maybe I'll do an Iron Man build with this color, yellow and metallic red. So let's paint with this. It's lying around. I don't know how long I had it, but you know what? Look how rusty it is. Do paint go bad? Well, here's a test. So let's take a look, okay? So follow me. What you want to do is you want to do a light spray first as a first coat, and then you spray it over again a few more times, and then a last spray, much thicker spray, and give it about 10 minutes in between to let it dry. Always test your spray on that. Ooh, it's a good color. I like it. So I had about 6 coats on here already. So when it's dry, you see this? It's dry. It's not sticking to my hand. Just gonna flip it around. So now you gotta paint this side. Okay, and once you're done with that, just let it sit for 10 minutes. So now I'm gonna do the last layer. I did about 6 layers already. This is gonna be the last and final layer, and then I'm gonna let it dry. All right, so when you're done, touch it. No paint. All right, just bring it up. So this is the finished product. So as you see, what we sanded that has a silver that has a silver finish. It's gone, you can see. So it's dry to the touch, but you can't mount it yet. Leave it for 24 hours and then you mount it, because the paint needs to stick and it's just dry to the touch. So what you do next is just take this out. Take this out. Don't worry about these not being painted, because what's gonna happen is your fittings will cover it up anyways. Like so. And the last over here. So the next step is take out the paper that you blocked the radiator fins. See that? It's all painted. Your fins hasn't been touched at all by the paint. And that's it. A very simple mod, if you can say it's a mod, but a very simple thing to do to make your radiator look new and fresh again, and maybe build a new computer with a different theme. So this could be a good Iron Man theme. How nice it looks. There you go. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment below. Yep, and there it is. Well, see you next time.